of Confessions with Lo. Before we get into it, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and turn on your post bell notifications. So we're gonna hop right into it. Also, if y'all hear noise in the background, my son is in here. Let's see if you know how to act today. Probably not, but we'll see how long it lasts. Okay, this first one says, a 4-year friendship with the pathological liar. Oh, Jesus. So she said, hi. Oh, she called me Lauren. I feel a little special. Please don't come up here. I just got started with the video. I was gonna say, when somebody's like Lauren, it made me feel kind of special. I think I have permanent trust issues after this situation. This is also my first time submitting a confession. Don't make it your last. No, I'm just kidding. No, for real. I'm gonna try to be as detailed as possible. For the sake of this story, we're gonna call my ex-bestie Sarah. I had known Sarah from social media, and we would even reply to each other's stories, but that was the extent of our interactions. So in my first year of university, Sarah walks by my friend and I. He had known her and her family for a long time and tells me that Sarah tells everyone that she's a psych major at our university, when in reality, she's not a student and her name doesn't show up in the student directory. Now, Sarah, I didn't think much of it at the time since I didn't know her. Fast forward a year later, Sarah and I both show up to a different mutual friend's birthday party and instantly hit it off. From that moment on, her and one second, this isn't gonna work for me. Say bye. Say bye. I don't know how to act, so my mommy got to put me up until she's done. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ooh, okay, so sorry. I tried to be nice, but he don't know how to act. Okay, She said, do I got to reread all of this? From that moment on, her and I were inseparable and spent every day at university together. What to me every day at university if she didn't even go there? Okay. She tells me that she had majored in psychology in her first year but hated writing, so she switched over to computer science. I knew that she was lying about the psychology part, but just assumed that she felt embarrassed about upgrading high school courses. I thought she worked hard to finally get into university, so I didn't find it necessary to bring it up nor check the directory to confirm if she was a student. Throughout our 4 years of friendship, she remained adamant on claiming she was a computer science major, would show up to school every day, even paying for parking every day, complained about exams and assignments, and would often talk down on non-STEM majors. Sarah has mental issues. I'm not even trying to be funny or mean or nothing. However, I noticed because you're paying for parking. Have y'all ever, like, people who've gone to college, in college, whatever, y'all know those people, like the locals who just is always around but they don't go to school? Like, I know a few people like that from undergrad. Like, why are you always here? You don't even go here. You never went here. Why are you always around? They're always at, like, stuff going on campus. Like, why do I see you in the middle of the day on a Wednesday? You don't even go here. That's weird. She said, however, I noticed that I had never seen her actually go to class. She would just sit in the cafeteria or the engineering building doing nothing. One time we were at school together and it was late and snowing, and I asked her if she would drive me home since I live close by, and she refused, saying it's because she has office hours with her professor. That was very strange considering it was 9 p.m. and office hours aren't held during those times. Was her professor a pervert? It was an obvious lie. I also caught her lying all the time about little things almost every day. For example, she would say she's never been to a restaurant before, and when we go there, she said, last time I was here, I got this. Again, I didn't bring it up because these were white lies and didn't seem important. However, they did annoy me. If I ever did call her out on a lie, she would come up with an extravagant story which almost never made sense to deflect. When I got my first internship, she claimed that she got one too in the same building. I was thrilled, of course, and I don't like this because, like, bitch, we can never have like a for real conversation without me thinking that you're lying about everything. I can't stand those type of people. I was thrilled, of course, and asked if we could meet during lunch and after work. When we would link up, she'd pull up in sweatpants like she just rolled out of bed. Mind you, this was a professional corporate job. She also constantly kept changing her course load. For example, she said she only has 2 courses left till graduation, and then months later would say she has a full course load left, 5 courses, as well as changing when her classes were. She said she had class Monday, Wednesday, so I think I'd see her on Tuesday, and then she claimed she had a class. We can't register into new classes beyond a certain time period. She also lied about dumb things such as knowing reality TV stars. She claimed her brother went to medical school with Shake from Love is Blind and that he got expelled. This is incorrect considering Shake is still a practicing veterinarian. Went to school in a different continent than her brother, and also the fact that he was a veterinarian and her brother is doing human medicine. It was just a blatant lie that I shamefully believed. Now this is where things start to actually affect me. She said her family bought this gorgeous mansion with the movie theater, spa, etc., just hyping this house up, and that it was 10 minutes away from my house. I was beyond excited considering we'd be so close to each other now, in contrast to the regular 40-minute drive. She even sent me the address and picture of this new house. My mom reached out to her moms to congratulate them, but her mother claimed that she had no idea what we were talking about. Sarah is sick. That's what it sounds like, for real. We brushed it off thinking they just weren't ready to tell anyone yet. Now the moving date. We spent the whole day cooking food to drop off to their house so they wouldn't have to worry about it. I reach out to her and say, yeah, you're moving today. And she goes, who? And I say, you said you are today. And then she goes, oh yeah, I'm so excited. Not who. I asked if we can drop our food and she says no because they're traveling abroad the next day. That's such a blatant lie because nobody moves their entire house and then travels when things are still in boxes and a mess. Well, I mean, to a certain extent, I've done that before, but not like far and not for like a long time. Over the next few months, she'll send me pictures, but it'll be in her old house. It's all decorated the same room, everything. She'd also invite people over to her house, and they told me it was just the old house. She'd constantly say things like, OMG, I love our area, or I can't believe so-and-so lives near us. I knew for a fact that she still lived in her old house, but it felt too awkward to bring it up. I would have been saying something like, Sarah, listen, we gonna continue to be friends, bitch. Stop being a liar. Do you think I'm Boo the Fool or something? Like, why are you lying? Like, I hate people who lie for a sport. Like, you lie for fun. I don't like that because now I can literally never ever believe anything that you're saying because you just like lying. I don't like that. I had been to her house before and it was a beautiful house, so why lie about you moving near me to a bigger house? Our family is very working middle class and live in an average house, so I can't even pinpoint it down to jealousy. Now comes our other mutual friend's wedding. She only knew the girl getting married because I introduced them and they talked about the wedding in front of her. So she got grouped in the bridal party. Throughout the wedding, she caused so much havoc. At the event, she would whisper toxic things in my ear like, oh, they're excluding us. They have a separate group chat I saw on the phone. It was just a ploy to distance me from my other friends. This girl does not have her own friends. So she's still, duh, ain't nobody putting up with Sarah but you, sound like, or very many friends at all. No shade to her, but she does not have a friendly personality and she be lying. Now for the bridal shower. A month before the bridal shower, she claimed she couldn't come because she had a family event that day. A couple days before the bridal shower, a guy our mutual was friends with that Sarah also knew passed away. A month later, when we were all discussing why there was so much drama during the wedding, Sarah claimed that she didn't come to the bridal shower because her friend, he wasn't her friend, passed away and she was at his house comforting his mother instead of dancing directly toward our mutual friend. This was when they all lost respect for her because it was all untrue. She had already a month prior said she wasn't going to come. She wasn't friends with the guy, so why would she have been at his house comforting his mother? Also, our mutual friend was not dancing and she only showed to the shower because the girl that's getting married was practically her sister. She used an innocent person's death to talk poorly of others and garner sympathy for herself. In the end, we all ended up talking it over, and our mutual drifted from Sarah significantly. Now for the grad trip from hell. At the beginning of the semester, she said she knew someone that worked at WestJet that could get us $200 tickets to Europe. That was false, of course. Of course it was. We decided we'd plan a trip to Spain and Italy, and she'd planned Spain since she had been there before, and I'd planned Italy. I spent the next 6 months planning this trip, and she didn't put a single hotel or anything at all down in the shared Google Doc. I constantly asked her to fill it out when she had time, but she never contributed. It got to the point where I planned all of Spain and Italy down to the train tickets and bus fares. Throughout these months, I fell into a depression due to school and coursework, and would constantly tell Sarah that the only thing getting me through this semester and my depression is that in a few months we'd be out of here and somewhere in Europe. I even sent her clothes I wanted to buy for the trip, and she told me to go ahead and buy them, just allowing me to waste my money. Then the day I planned to purchase tickets, she said that the lady could no longer get us the tickets due to the writer's strike. This doesn't even make sense. I genuinely think she thought writers meant writers' strike and affected airlines. Sarah! How you like not even like a good liar? Like, come on, bro. In the end, the whole trip was a scam. There was never a WestJet lady, and she let me hope and dream about this for months on end just to crush my spirits in the end. Now for the straw that broke the camel's back. Friend, I'm gonna just tell you this, you was real strong, because the way I would have kicked Sarah to the curb after I found out that she was lying about being in college and you paying for parking every day. Why do you want this? Why? Yeah, you really patient. Now for the straw that broke the camel's back, our graduation. Her graduation was the day before mine. A week prior to this, her and I sat down and planned every detail down to the shoes, hair, clothes we were going to wear. Shoes, hair, and clothes we were going to wear. Then the night before her graduation, she claimed that she had an allergic reaction and was admitted to the hospital for a week and could no longer attend. First of all, she sent me a picture of this reaction, and it looked like she rubbed her eye too hard. Also, they do not admit you for, I was gonna say, if you break out into an allergic reaction, you have like hives or something, they're not gonna admit you into the hospital. Ask me how I know. Since hospitals don't have enough beds. I also have a severe allergic reaction where I almost died, and they gave me an EpiPen. I was gonna say, just give you an EpiPen and sent me home. Due to this reason, she did not attend my graduation either. I believed all of her lies at this point, so at my graduation, I was worried for her during a huge milestone in my life that she couldn't even be bothered to show up for. It wasn't until later that I noticed all the inconsistencies. For example, she told me she reapplied for graduation. This isn't a thing at my university. If you don't make it to the ceremony, they just mail you your degree. I was gonna say you just don't walk. You still get in the mail like everybody else. You don't get a chance to reapply. Also, there are only 2 ceremonies per year, and she claimed to have applied for a ceremony that did not exist. So if you're not in college or never been to college or not familiar with graduations, usually there is a, like, so they split it. Or at my school, did they do, I feel like they did all the people with bachelor's of arts degrees and then all the people with bachelor's of science degrees. And if that's not true, because I know there's definitely 2 different ceremonies, because when we graduated, Devin's ceremony was in the morning time and my ceremony was in the afternoon. Or maybe they just split. I can't remember like how they do it, but yes, there are like 2 different ceremonies. Is it like bachelor's of arts and bachelor's of science? I can't remember. Whatever. You can't like reapply for no shit like that though. Like, that's not something that you can do. Like, no. During my graduation, she posted a picture with a girl in her story, and when we saw each other, I asked her about it. I wasn't angry, I just wanted to know who the girl was. She starts explaining that the story was so old that she saw it and thought she should post. Then later on in the convo, she goes, you know my friend that I was with the other day? I finally decided to look at the graduation list, and of course her name isn't there. I searched the student directory, and surprise, surprise, she isn't a student. I stopped speaking to her for a week because I needed time to process how I had been deceived for 4 years. I feel like you knew you had been deceived. You just didn't want to like accept it because you probably did like really care about her, like as a person. I was genuinely in a state of shock, and I told her to give me some space, and also that I had a couple job interviews I was already stressed out about, and that I would speak to her once I had it all sorted out. She did not respect my boundaries at all and constantly messaged me saying that things like, you can't do this to me, why are you doing this? Then a week later, I messaged her comforting her about everything. I told her that I was extremely hurt about all her lies and felt betrayed. Oh, I mean, not comforting, confronting her. All she said was, I'm the one lying and villainizing her, and she's not going to have this conversation. I was as objective, and why am I stumbling over my words? I was as objective and kind as I could be, kindness that she did not deserve, and she still found a way to victimize herself. I was willing to work out our friendship as I had genuinely adored this girl, had just acknowledged my feelings and explained why she did what she did. But she did not believe I deserved an explanation or that she was in the wrong. That's pretty much the end of the story. I blocked her on everything after that. I also want to mention she constantly lied about her ex-boyfriends being in medical school. Being med students, which I easily found was false off LinkedIn. She also claimed her ex was married and sending flowers and letters to her house. Anytime you bring up a guy, she say that guy is in love with her and or hitting on her. It all seemed so insecure. She'd also constantly lie about random people, and it just made me rethink everything. From lying about being a virgin, but talking poorly on people who aren't, to talking poorly on, From lying about being a virgin to talking poorly on people who don't go to school, etc. It was all so hypocritical. She also constantly talked poorly on her friends and would be exposing all their secrets. So there's a high chance she did the same with me. Definitely did. I believed all her lies all the way to the end before I realized how severely mentally ill this girl was. There's so many more lies, but this is already so long. This felt so therapeutic to let out. When I'm in a victim complex competition and Sarah is my opponent. Girl, I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that. Those are like the worst type of people to deal with. Like, and especially it's like somebody who knows that they're lying. Like she seems like the type of person who, like, you know that you're lying, you do it for fun, but you believe like your own lies. Like you lie so much and so hard and so deep, like you don't know how to decipher reality from this false imagination made up world that you're creating. Like you don't even know what's real. Like the line is not there. And then on top of that, for somebody to do all of this, is aware of all of this, you don't know how to snap back into reality, and then you don't even think that anything that you're doing is wrong. Yeah, she needs help. And I'm not even trying to like say that like to be mean. That's actually like very like concerning. So I am so sorry that you had to go through that, because that's a lot. And I could never be friends with somebody. I feel like I know a lot of people like that actually, and they think about like, oh, it's just like a little white lie, like a whole bunch of white lies, baby. You lie about anything, just saying. So thank you for sending that in, friend. If you ever want to send in another confession, you know I'm gonna always be here to read it and share with our friends. And yeah, I hope you are healing from that, because that's a lot. Like I couldn't imagine like being friends with somebody for 4 whole years, and then, well, I feel like you kind of like already knew, you just probably like didn't want to like really like accept it. But yeah, okay, moving on to the next one. So this next one says, it's no subject. Hi, Lo, my name is blank, but for the video you can call me Asia. So I was recently employed at this daycare for almost 4 or 5 years, putting up with so much bullshit and drama damn near every day. Like every day it was something new. It was something new up there ever since I had started in 2019. Until I started to become close with these 2 females. We will call one Elephant and the other one Follower. Their nicknames literally speak for themselves. Not Elephant, y'all. But I did start to become close with these two girls, and it seemed like all my problems at work just magically went away. I knew Elephant before I knew Follower, and I would tell them everything and just treat them like they were my sisters, family, rather than just best friends. Especially Elephant, we considered ourselves cousins, and this was established way before Follower came into the picture, because we both were from different states, and I didn't know or have anyone else in town. So I think you meant it really hurt me more when her and I fell out. But you can only allow someone to do you dirty right in your face for so long before you eventually snap. And that's just what I did. So some months had passed, and all of us doing good at work and even away from work. I was treating their kids like let me cover up the name. Y'all see that it ended and just said like, right? I don't know if y'all can see that. Take my word for it. My word is bond. Did you mean to send this to me, or is there another? Let me see. There's no other email from her, y'all. What was the... Nope. I'm actually, that kind of just like irritated me. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna end the video right here, because I mean, you know how like you go check the refrigerator because you hungry, but you know it ain't nothing in the refrigerator, but you keep going back and opening it, hoping that something gonna appear. This is me going back to this email, hoping. I'm scrolling down. I can't scroll down no more. Friend, what was the point of sending that email? You didn't tell me no, you didn't give me no details, no plot, no climax, no nothing. What? I'm confused. I don't like being confused. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video here, y'all. That kind of just like really irritated me. I'm not even gonna hold you. Just let's talk about Sarah in the comments, because I don't know what Asia was talking about. I don't know. I feel like she didn't even mean to send me that. Why? You left us on a cliffhanger, but not even really, because I don't even know what's okay. Yeah. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Turn on your post button and post the bell notifications. Look at me talking too fast because I'm irritated. If you ever want to send in a confession, the email in the description box. Like I always tell y'all, yeah, I'm just go ahead and get off here for my energy shift on camera, mid-sentence. Yeah, okay. Bye, y'all.